co-owner, founder of Hoot's Custom Flies and Guides. Had to move something real quick. Stuff's not centered. Drives me crazy. All right. See the Hoot's egg sucker size tins I'm working on. Just gotta cut these off and glue them, and it'll be good. Kind of got a way of doing things, kind of weird way, but it seems to be fast, so it works out for me, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna do. I've been really getting into streamers lately. I know I said before I'm not a big streamer fan, yada yada. But the tug, man, and I really believe that is a good starter fly, like a woolly bug or a classic, a classic woolly bug or something like that. Well, I've been tying this variation for a long time, and it's been pretty successful for everybody else. And I've been throwing Hoot's egg sucker, yeah, in the middle of summer, and I've been killing it, especially in Norfolk. It's ridiculous. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they need to feed the fish there. I don't know, but it's like a streamer egg pattern, you know. But yeah, you can also get those at Two Rivers Fly Shop too. What's up, Andy? How you doing, man? All messages. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna get this going. I am an Arex addict. So I am going to be using, this is going to be on a size 10 too. And it's going to be weightless. It's just a classic pattern. The NS118 Classic Streamer Down Eye number 10. Bam. There we go. Like so. Get everything centered now. There we go. Well, I want to focus. There we go, buddy. Buddy. It is a little crooked. There we go. Oh, no. Get me a level, put it on top, you know what I'm saying? Tree trimming, dang, man. Dang, is there like big trees or anything? I'm going to start off this with some Simplify 8-aught wax, classic wax. I'm just going to go ahead and just start it right here. One, just get that thread tied down, you know what I'm saying? Get my cruddy scissors out for this because there's wire involved. All right. I kind of need some light. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, small stuff ain't bad. There we go. All right. Now, where, oh, where? Here we go. I like this blood quill marabou. Let's see here. I got a good one right here. And this is the simple reason why. You see that movement? That is why right there. And I use the whole thing. But what I do is I pull it down and I pinch what I'm going to use. And then I just pull down that. Now, the tail of the number 10 ain't going to be very thick. I mean, you can if you want to. There we go. I'm going to take this out right here. Bam. Do the same to the other side. Girlfriend hates it when I tie woolly buggers or use blood quill marabou. Now, the best way to get this under control is you get some water and get your fingers wet and do it like that. That's what I'm going to do right now. There we go. Get your fingers wet and just wipe your fingers off. All right, so what I want to do is lay down a thread base first. So we're going to keep going. Touching wraps. If you got your tag still on, use that for touching wraps. And I kind of like to go right where the point of the barb ends. That's where I like to stop. And I'm going to bring it back up. All that is just for a thread base. So here we go. Thinking about coming up with my own streamer too. Throw a loose, another loose, pull that all over like that right there. Pull down, catch it, and that next wrap, we'll put it right on top. And then just kind of hold it at an angle like this and do your touching wraps. If you don't have to. I seen one video where a guy was doing big old wraps and everything. It's just like, man, why? But yeah, well, I don't know why I do it like this too. It's crazy. It's just as crazy. All right, and this starts getting in the way. So you don't want to go nothing. No, you don't want anything going past that right there. That's where you're gonna tie off. So I like to cut it at like an angle. Ta-da! And towards the end, when I start getting into that bend, I lift the tail dang near vertical, just like that. All right. So this, since we're tying a Hoots Classic woolly bugger, right? Once that dries, it'll fluff out. We're gonna have to add some flash, man. What's up, Harley? I am tying a just a classic Hoots Classic woolly bugger. It's a variation of this, just the classic pattern woolly bugger. I've been getting into streamers really bad, man. I'm getting the addiction. Like, I got my 6-weight rod set up now just for streamers for trout and smallmouth. Um, so right here, I got this UV crystal flash, right? I love this stuff, especially for this right there. So we want it to go just a little bit past. We'll trim that down. And bam. Like so. Straighten it out so it goes straight down the center. Pull tight. It's 2, 3 wraps all together. Pull tight. There we go with that. Awesome, awesome. I'm glad to hear that, man. Glad to hear there's no problems with it. Frog gigging and bow fishing. Oh, I can't wait to see the pictures. Andy, that'd be cool. Water has a little tint to it. Yeah, well, my dad was using egg pattern down in Norfolk, and the water out there is just as bad here. I'm gonna take the other side. See, I made this loop. I'm gonna take the put it on the other side. Rotate my vise. There we go. Throw 2 wraps in that. All right. Then I'm gonna straighten that out. Gotta be delicate. I don't know why I'm whispering. There we go. It's not like I'm hunting deer. Here we go. Alright, so then we go. Do it again. And there we go. Alright, now this is when you want to trim this down, trust me on that. And I just do it just a wee bit. There we go. Look, it's raining. Yeah, we've been getting, dude. It was storm today. Bennett's up like a crazy SOB. Ooh, Spring Creek. I think we're going to like, isn't that by like Mammoth Springs or something like that? Devin and I are gonna go to some kind of creek that's got trout in it or something like that. This Sunday. And y'all, when the water is high, streamers, man, streamers. Trust me on that. Streamers. When the water is high and ugly, because it rained in Norfolk when I was there a lot. And I just went to streamers. I was like, screw it. I'm tired of watching everybody catch fish and me. And like, and I learned something real big. I hope everybody can learn from my mistakes. There's a time for streamers. There's a time for nymphing. There's a time for dry fly. You know what I mean? Those are all tools and stuff like that. You shouldn't just stick to one. You should see what day it is, what the trout are doing, and stuff like that if it's winter or fall. Because winter, throwing streamers, you can do it, but you have to dead drift it or retrieve it really slow. And trout ain't really all that hungry in the winter. So, like in the winter is when I'll be nymphing. I know one guy who uses just an Adams parachute all year round. Does pretty good with it too, especially at tailwaters of Beaver Dam. Emerger patterns at tailwaters Beaver Dam is an excellent choice. It's what I started off with. I can't wait till fall. I'll be heading out there and I'll be hunting the big browns. Then I'm just gonna go all the way up, doing touch and wraps. There we go. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get some copper wire, some smaller, no, extra small copper wire. I got this from Simplify. Here we go. I'm taking a bunch out because I got 3 more egg suckers to tie before I can go on to, well, I'm going to actually tie a few dozen. I'm stocking up for fall and I'm stocking up for the fly fishing expo thing in Branson. I will be there and I will be selling my flies for really good prices and everything. So, yeah, put in orders. You guys can have your flies tied online. I mean, you can see me tie your flies, stuff like that, which I think is pretty cool. Nobody really does that, you know? All day. Definitely all day. Muddy waters. I'm going to start throwing white streamers because they say you can see them better in the clear water and stuff like that. So, and I think white would work a lot better at Bennett Springs because of all that freaking moss. Because I was watching this one thing about streamer fishing and stuff, and this one guy was like, he was throwing, and there's a lot of moss in the trout stream and stuff. He was catching, but not like very many, like not like not like every other cast or anything, but it was like every like 6, 7 casts and stuff like that, because he was using a olive. Have you ever tried using low test mono? No, I have not. I wonder if that's more durable than extra small wire. Sometimes when the wire breaks, I'll just use the thread and go back and forth with the thread and just throw that fly in my box. It's like, forget it. I needed one anyways. So right here we're gonna get with the small. This is Antron Chenille by Wapsi. I love their Antron Chenille so much because it's got that sparkle, man. Look at that shine, right? So hey, thank you all for joining. Yeah, I've never used light mono on streamers before. I'll have to check that out. Do some research, see what's more durable. Right. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to work it back first. There we go. All right. Then I'll work it forward. Yada, yada, yada. And the beat goes on. And the beat goes on. All right, we're going to stop about right there. No, we're going to stop about right there. Okay. Now I got this hackle right here. Some nice hackle, right? And so I'm going to get it. You want it like how it tapers? I love that taper. That's really good for a woolly bugger. So how you get it going, you don't want to use any of the webbed. So I'll pull it right there. Right? And then I'll look at this side. This is the back side of the front side. They call it the face. It's the shiny side. But sometimes the front and the back side are both shiny. So you look at the concave, kind of curves up. And that's the front side. The back side, you look at it, it's curving in. So I got all that clean. I'm just going to cut it about right there. All right. And I like to use the stem to even out the body. So, and when we wrap this, we're going to tie it in shiny side, face side up. And this will touch the material first. So we're going to pull off, that's about 4 or 5. And that just keeps it from going crooked. Here we go. There we go. Just like that. Shiny side is not facing up, but it is okay because when I wrap it, boom, there we go. And then I'm just going to go ahead, get this all back. Sometimes it just gets in your way and you just got to deal with it. Put my thumb there. That's why I do touching wraps. I really don't care about doing touching wraps on this part. But so it holds it and see how it's evening out the body more. There we go. Oh. Touching wraps really fast. Oh, got wild. There we go. All right. The only reason why I do that is I used to watch fly tying videos and stuff like that when I was younger, and I was like, man, they're doing it real quick. I wish I could do it like that. Come to find out, they're just fast forwarding it. Found that out probably 2 years ago. So there we go. What's up, Terry? How you doing, man? Huh. I'm gonna have to seriously check that out, Harley. It is in October, Terry. It is in October. Sometime in October. I don't know. I'll have to look at my one thing. I'll send the info to you and stuff. But it is in October. This is the Antron Chenille. I'm just doing touching wraps. I'm kind of doing it really tight at first. Because, fish bodies, they taper out. So, and I'm kind of loosening up now. There we go. But yeah, check me out. I have really good prices. I even throw deals and stuff like that. I can do better deals than I did the last expo because now I got deals on material and stuff. And I'll be selling material there too. All right, here we go. So I'm going to pull this back. Oh, see how it jumped forward? There we go. I'm going to put my finger there. There we go. Oh, ye ole, Butterfingers. There we go. There we go. You'll go behind. There we go. Now it's going to be good. Work out. There we go. All right. And then we're going to catch it on top. As I'm going over it, I'm pulling it straight. So it's sticking straight out. And then I will wrap backwards. Pulling kind of tight. There we go. Cut that. Carefully don't cut your thread. I've been doing that a lot recently. Almost didn't do a live tie today because of that. Alright, so now we got this stuff. We're going to go ahead and we're going to cut this loop. We're going to bring it alongside. Ain't that pretty? That is pretty. I'm going to try to push all that down. Well, then I'm just going to cut it. Watch out. It's alright though if some of the hackle gets cut. It'll be fine. Don't worry. Here we go. About a thing. Sing with me, man. Every little thing gonna be alright. There we go. I cut that. Always save that because that's a lot. That is a lot. Save it. Hey, thank you all for joining. What's up, Scott? How you doing, man? Thank you, Scott. Thank you. Glad to hear from you, man. Awesome. Awesome. Here we go. I gotta scoot in my chair. So far away. And it's aggravating. Tying like this is just wild, dude. It is wild. There we go. And what I did there, I'll show you. I took that other. God, I love this midnight black. Bam. Put 2 wraps. I'm going to pull it tight again. There we go. Wow. And then I'm going to pull this up, put it aside, because you can use it for something else, like another streamer. I mean, save that. Holy cow, times are hard. That's good, Scott. That's good. You know, if I make my flies too invincible, though, this is what I'm working with, right, or what I got a problem with right now. If I make them too invincible, so we're going to do 1. And there we go. Oh. There we go. There we go. This is just a normal clockwise wrap. But when I go up, I'm coming up straight and going down straight. I think this, my hypothesis is, because a guy asked me, how come yours don't spin in the water and everybody else's does? I really think they just spiral wrap the snot out of it. There we go. I got me a little clamp here. And I think that's the problem. There we go. I think I could fit 1 more in. Wait, we'll see. Yep. There we go. All right. So we're going to go ahead. Oh, no. Oh, watch this. Chow. And then we'll just go back. Hold tight. There we go. Gotta get the wire out of the way. There we go. All right, now we'll catch that. There we go. All right. Now here's the little trick. Kind of want to go back and forth. And you want to just do your best not to cross over top of stuff. But I mean, the bottom's okay. Where you go to the next loop or wrap, that's okay to cross at the bottom. That's what I like to do, is just cross at the bottom as much as I can without trapping. See, I trap too many. There we go. Sometimes you don't trap any at all, which is very cool. Got a loud bird. There we go. Sometimes the material just don't want to be your friend. Three. I'll go ahead and cut this off. All right, get this out of the way. Now I'm gonna uncord the thread after I get that out of my way. And to uncord it, just basically saying you're gonna flatten out the thread. And to do that, you just spin it counterclockwise like so. I'm just trying to give it a smooth finish. See, that ain't gonna work there. Sometimes I run into this problem. It's got that one little spot. There he goes. There we go. That's how particular I am about my flies. There we go. Right? Good old classic right there. All right. So just a 4 to 5 whip finish, man. It's nothing gotta be fancy or anything. Look how flat that thread is now. Look, this is gonna be a nice finish. Look how smooth that is. A little bit more than 4 to 5, but man, that's smooth. I'm even gonna hit this with the UV. If I can get in here just perfect. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit that with the UV. I'm gonna use the bone dry solar res. It says it dries in 10 seconds or your money back. I love solar res. There we go. Let that soak in a little bit. I don't get it on the bottom. Let's cut this out of here. Top of the line for the tip of your line. Here we go. Bam! All right now. And it just like woolly buggers, really easy to fish. It's a fly that you need to have in your fly box, and you're like, well, what colors? I would go with 3 main colors: olive, white, and black. They imitate sculpin, they imitate hellgrammites, they imitate leeches, they imitate big nymphs. I mean, the list is on and on. Bait fish, prey fish, hey fish, one fish, no fish. Boom, you V'd that fish. All right. And this is why my woolly buggers last like, or my woolly buggers last a little while. About 20 fish my dad said he caught on one. I caught 13 on one before it fell apart, but one of those 13 was my first white bass. So that was pretty cool. And it fought like crazy. Now, what I do here is I just get Loctite now, man. It's all the same. I did the research. I ain't paying for no brand name. There we go. And then I cut it. And that's why I leave it there so I know where I'm gluing. The best way to do this, pull that forward. Get your thumb in there. Don't open up your scissors till you're right there. Bam. There we go. I got a few crazy ones right here. I'm just going to go ahead and take out. There we go. That right there. Oh, oh, oh. Bam. Oh, there we go. That right there is a nice woolly bugger. I would fish that all day long. Oh yeah. Thank y'all for joining me. I'm gonna get back to tying some more for the Branson show, and Scott, I will send, or Terry, I will send you the info. What lake you going to? Yes, man, it's just raining everywhere. So stay inside and be safe, everybody, and don't go fishing in the lightning. I've actually seen people out on a boat get hit by lightning before. It was wild. But yeah. Well, thank y'all for joining me. Y'all be safe. There'll be some more videos of Norfolk coming. My dad lands another big rainbow and that'd have been a 4 pound cutty. And then my nephew landed like a 5 pound cutty or a 6 pound cutty. So State Park Lake in Indiana. What are you going for? Bass? But yeah, don't forget to use your rod tip like a spin caster. Spin casters use that rod tip for the extra jerk and everything. You can do that too with this stuff, you know? But yeah, that's another trick. Another tip. If you're hunting big fish, man, you normally catch your huge fish in about 4 feet deep, and that's it. Little, probably 5 foot on a rare occasion, but most of your big fish, most of my big fish have not been very deep. So I don't like going to deep holes anymore unless I'm like desperate. Crappie, oh, I love eating crappie now. It is one of my faves. But yeah, y'all be safe. God bless. Look both ways for you cross the street. And remember, top of the line for the tip of your line. Who's custom flies? It's not fishing no more, ladies and gents. It's catching. Peace. Someone's car alarm's freaking out.